What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Ark Survival Ascended on Ragnarok. And alright, we have some fantastic news today. The Hapipalus, the Heffalump, the Heffalump and the Woozles by Dragonheart and the Arcology mod has officially released on consoles and PC. So I'm going to do a little breakdown into what it is. I'm actually going to put the Google Doc and the CurseForge in the description below as well so you guys can read it. We're going to go tame one. The Hapipalus, it's a mutated Spinosaurus that acts as an upgrade to the Spino in terms of size, strength, and stats, capable of breathing underwater and unleashing a powerful watery fire breath, so kind of like a steamed water probably. It has a few key attacks, which is the bite, which would be the normal primary attack button. The aim key button would be a claw attack. The crouch key button, so C, or the stick-in for me, would be the tail. Jump button is scalding fire, and up on the D-pad, or the X button, is a roar. So it has the same functional abilities as the Spino, but the standard hydration buff, but it's 20% stronger than a normal hydration buff. It's hyper-hydrated, so it gets 20% stronger than the normal hydration buff would actually do. Taming one of these guys, which is kind of really cool, is you need to passively feed them exceptional kibble when they are... Did I grab exceptional? Please tell me I grabbed exceptional. I grabbed all the kibble. Yes, I did. Exceptional kibble while they have their hydration buff active and they're stuck with a lightning prod, which is why I brought five of them. I brought 2 really good ones and 2 medium ones to see how well they do. That's a 140 cart. I may have to look at that later. But, yeah, so this is on my server with Jesse and the boys. Loopy, I'm sorry. You guys know him as Loopy. This is the server we're playing on together. But I am actually going to try to tame one of these guys alone really quickly. Get one. We're not going to fight the queen necessarily, but I will be telling you guys I'm going to attempt to make these guys fight against the boss of this map, Nunantuk. Me and just language is not the best, so I think we've kind of all figured that part out about by watching my videos. If you watch my videos long enough, you know I struggle with words, so that's not something new. But let's check and see if any of the Hapipaluses have spawned in for the Heffalumps or Woozles or whatever. None of them have spawned in on the map, but let's see where all the Spinos are. Right where I'm headed, I believe. Correct. Yep, okay, they're all right there. So what probably we're going to have to do is probably go there, destroy all of the Spinos, which is not a huge issue, and then we'll just, like, respawn the area. So, I forgot to mention, there are a few spawn locations that this thing has. The vanilla variant spawns on the island, center, Ragnarok, Ab, Extinction, Valguero when it shows. And they both spawn on surface, and the aberration spawn zones on Valguero, because that Valguero, for those of you that do not know, has its own little aberration zone. Astraeus, Crystal Isles, Genesis Part 2, Lost Island, and Fjordur is all going to spawn on every single one of these maps. So the Overseer's experiments, for people that do not know, the Overseer's experiments are just creatures that the Overseer experimented with a little too much, and it's a cool little thing that Dragonheart created, which, by the way, Dragonheart, if you're watching this, I would love to be on the testing for this, because you have make some of the best creatures, and I've absolutely loved everything you've released with the Desolate Titan and the Hapipalus so far. But either way, not going to plug myself too much there. It's like they mutated a creature too much, is pretty much what the Overseer's experiments kind of is, to put it in a nutshell. Like the Desolate Titan, if I remember correctly, is a mixture of a Giganotosaurus and a T-Rex merged into one, and the Hapipalus is just overpowered, super mutated Spinosaurus. Literally is what it states in the description, as well as what I said in terms of earlier. It's an upgrade to it in terms of size, strength, and stats. So I'm wondering, and it can breathe underwater, which might make this absolutely the best creature for Motor when we get to Gen 1. But it doesn't look like it actually spawns on Gen 1. It does not specify that in the spawn locations, but I'm assuming that might just be an oversight on Dragonheart's part. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's not going to spawn there. I don't know. Well, we'll see when that time comes. But let's get here. Let's clear out some of these Spinos and see if we can force some Hapipaluses to spawn. Because I could have done a Dino wipe when I initially launched the server. I completely forgot to because I did have to re-add the mod. And then we'll go from there. So let's just land down in here really fast. Yes, I've been using the Dread Stallion to get around. Easily one of my favorite creatures to utilize. Carcharodontosaurus. I hear a raptor. Oh, we froze. Cool. Probably rendered in a bunch of creatures. We're going to take both these guys out really quickly, because that's not going to take me long. I need the spinal sails anyway, so it's not a huge issue. Alright, where are these Spinos hiding? Because we need to take these guys out. We're probably going to tame the first Hapipalus we see. And then I'll probably try to find a 150 later for me to tame. Because like I said, I'm probably going to try to use these guys. Not probably. I am going to be using these guys to fight the world boss. Or not the world boss. Ooh, actually, these guys could be good for the Shastasaurus. Okay. I'm getting ideas. Probably not a good thing that I'm getting ideas, but I am actually getting ideas. Because the Shastasaurus... Floating grass patch. The Shastasaurus has its own world boss variation that you guys probably all know about. And we're going to have to fight that at some point. Is that a Spino right there? No, that is a Diplodocus. The sun is aimed like right in my window right now, so I can barely see anything in front of me at certain angles. But I do know we have to clear out all of these Spinos because they spawn in the same area as the Spinos. They share spawns with them, so these things do have to go. I hate that I'm probably killing high-level Spinos, like I was just about to say. That was 145. But you have to do what you have to do to get what you need to spawn, so we're going to fight everything we can and hopefully take it all out. Alright. You can't tell me that's all the Spinos. There's got to be more downstream this way. So let's just continue down this way, wipe out what we can find, and hopefully cause a respawn while we're out of the vicinity. Because I'm going to keep an eye on the Hapipalus. I'm actually going to check if there's one on the map really quickly. Oh, not what I meant to scan. Thank you, game. Oh, we have one. We have one. We have a Hapipalus. It is dead ahead of us. So that spawned in quick. So right after we took the thing out, it spawned, which is actually pretty awesome. So now I know they definitely do spawn here. I kind of had that inkling that they were going to spawn in this area. But we're using my main account here that I've been playing on with, like I said, the boys. So this is a little more upgraded than the series we have. But where is this Hapipalus? It looks like it's more center. Okay, let's see if we can find this beautiful creature. I just stepped on a bug. Are you serious? I'm stuck on some rocks. Climb over the rocks, damn it. Ignore the rocks, bro. You're a giant dinosaur. Where is it? That's an Archaeology Spino. That's an Archaeology Spino. Where's the Hapipalus? Is it farther that way? It's that direction. Yeah, it's that direction. It must be just on the other side of the water from where we are. That sounded like a turd that just splooged in, honestly. I think I hear one. Do I hear one? Ow, I'm getting attacked by something. Do I hear a Hapipalus? Yeah, it's telling me it's somewhere near me. Is it right here in the water? Yeah, it says it's right out that way. I accidentally used my attack. I didn't mean to. Let me just do this. I have this on. I wasn't going to try to use this if I don't have to. There's 3 of them on the map. Let's track them all and see where they're at. Okay, there's a 95 female down the road a little bit. Did I not ping it? Yeah, I did. Okay, it's this way. Let's go get this one. We'll leave that 25 right there, because I really would rather not tame a 25 if I do not have to. I mean, the 95 is not much better, but it's just a test. This is just to see how we tame one where they spawn. They share Spino spawn, so that's really... It's right where we just were, too. That's the sad part. Okay. That's... Okay. So we have to get it over to us, so let's do this. Alright, kill everything here first. That's gonna bug us. Literally bugs as I'm needing to destroy everything. Is that everything cleared out? You go away. Screw off, bugs. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do here, which is probably going to be a dumb idea. I'm going to shoot it with a trank. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's a bug, that it's just spinning in circles. But decent looking stats to start with. Let's fire a shot there. That should hit. That did hit. Perfect. Can you come to me now, good sir? Good ma'am? Good ma'am, I'd have to say. Alright, this is probably going to be a bad idea. Whoo! Hello. Stay in the water. Can you please stay in the water? Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Get back, get back, get back. I can't. I need to do something. Okay, so what we have to do. Ow! Hot, hot. What we gotta do. I know I'm. Luckily, I picked this guy, which is actually really kind of good. He has a high level saddle, so I gotta get him in the water so he's water boosted. Almost said waterboarded. That's not the same thing. All right, we gotta get him passive right there, which he is. So he is in the water. My guy can tank a ton of damage. So let's do this. Okay, maybe he's too far in the water, preferably. I might have to move him just a bit out of the water is what I'm thinking. I don't want to hit him. Okay, he healed. Perfect. That's fine. Let me get out of the way and clear this guy so I don't risk getting hit. Let's test a normal prod. Did I not get it to work? Is it not hyperhydrated? Let's test this again. Is he not hyperhydrated? Okay, so it doesn't... It says... He gotta have his hydration buff active, right? Okay, let me test one more thing. Let me pull him away from the deep water. Let's pull him this way. Get him out of the deep water and into this. Because this has got to be hydrated enough, right? Right or wrong? Am I right on this one? Because I do have one more prod. This is why I brought a bunch. I think I can reach its leg from here. I gotta... let's see. My guy's got a good saddle on it, so that's why he's doing almost no damage to it. I don't know, truthfully, how to tame this thing, other than it just says you have to get it while it's... Gotta get it stunned. Ouch. Are you aggroed on me now? Yeah, you are. Okay. That's... How about we don't do that and say we did? That could be perfect right where you're at. Alright, let me switch over to the prod again. Ouch. Okay, you know what? Come on. Come out here. Come towards me a little more. Yep. Can I hit you in the face? Can I hit you in the face with this? Is this like what I'm... Oh, right there. I just saw it. I just saw the thing. It's not stunning it. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong here? I'll go make more. It's not that it's an issue. It's not... Oh, there it is. There it is. That was it. That was it. That was definitely it. Okay. We got it right there. Alright, that's fair. Okay. We're definitely going to need more prods. Did I feed it? I did not feed it. Okay. So what we're going to do then is, since we really don't have too much to worry about, my guy's going to tank damage. I'm not too worried. We're going to teleport back to base, repair all of these really quick, and then we're going to come back and do this again, because now I think I got the gist here of how to tame this thing. Give me 1 second trying to find my mouse so I can make sure we're recording this properly. We are. Perfect. That's why we had no audio there for a second. But let me go repair all of these really fast. We should have enough. If not, I will just honestly make like 3 new ones. It's not a big deal. It's a really easy tame. Like, truthfully, it seems really easy. Alright. Can I not repair this? What am I short? Angler gel? Excuse me. I think I have enough angler gel for this. Do I not have enough angler gel? If I'm short angler gel, I'm going to be kind of upset. Anger. No, I have a ton. Why is this not letting me repair these? I knew I had a bunch because I was out with the Hydravanta taking out like a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's go back. Let's try this again. Because this seems really, really simple. And I actually kind of like the taming process. It's not that bad. A 150 is going to be interesting, though. I think the best option I'm going to have for this is probably to do this. Sneak around it. Climb up a rock. Get it while it's distracted on my guy. And try to get it to grab the prod. Yep, there it is. Feed? Can I feed you? Got it. That is the taming process. That was that simple. Okay. So you just have to shank it when it's That's interesting. I like that. I don't know why its imprinting is going up. It's not actually going to work. That's interesting. Okay. That's a really easy taming process, truthfully. Because if you can get your hands on a couple of those electric prods early on, which you can get them from some pretty decent drops, you could... I wasted 2 kibble? Did I maybe hit it the first time? I didn't realize it? Possibly. Alright, well, let's see if there's any more on the map. I mean... Let's refresh that. There are 2. The 20 and the 25. Alright, so we're going to skip those 2 for now. Let's go back to base again. And let's get a saddle for this thing and test it and see what it can do. Because I'm very interested now. I mean, again, it's only a level 95. So, to each is their own. We're going to see what we can do. But it does have some pretty decent stats for being a level 25. And here, let me throw it out. Let's just take a look at this thing. Because this thing just, from what I recall, it looks absolutely amazing. And it does. It looks absolutely gorgeous of a creature. It just sounds so good, too. Like, that is, wow. That's all I got to say is wow. The Hapipalus saddle, not 3 of them, 1 of them. Let's see what it crafts to make. Needs cementing paste, hide, metal, and fiber. Okay, let's see what levels you unlock this guy at as well, by the way. The Gamma Charm is at 60, which, again, you probably won't be fighting that on this map. The saddle you get at 95. So early on, you could get one, but just not really be able to fight it at all, if that makes sense. Or use it at all to ride. But let's see what the Hapipalus does with the Arcology new... Okay, so see, the changes did not show, so I don't think you can fight the boss on this map. Unless if that's a bug, I don't think you can fight the boss on this map or any other map other than Aberration. So if you're on a cluster, perfect. Single server, I don't believe you'll be able to fight one. Unless if that's meant to be different and it's just not showing it, or if on some maps you can get that. I'm not sure. But we can now find these saddles in red drops, which is kind of insane. But this is what the Hapipalus looks like. I really enjoy this creature. This thing is insane. Alright, so let's test this thing out. Just the way this thing looks. Alright, so let's start with just its right trigger attack. If I could hit something. 270, not bad. A little bit of a slower attack. I'm also going to do it post-water, almost said waterboarded again, water-powered hydration buff and everything else from there. So let's see. 273, not terrible. That's its swipe. Let's see what its swipe does. 153, but it's a double hit, too, so it's technically like 206, or 306. My math numbers are terrible. Let's see what the tail swipe does. I missed it, apparently? Alright. And what does this do? Okay, that's that one. I don't know how to do the flame breath. I just looked at the thing and I completely forgot already. I'll check in a second. Oh, it shows on the side of the screen. Ignore me. Completely ignore me. You just tap it? Is that what you do? You just tap it? Like I'm tapping Scalding Fire. Does he have to be moisturized to do that? What do you gotta hold? You have to lock in? Because like I'm pressing A and nothing is happening. I like where you can ride on the saddle. This thing's a 2-seater. This thing is definitely a 2-seater saddle. I did not see that. This is a 2-seater saddle. Oh, let me back up into the water a little more. Get the hydration buff. Because it is hyperhydrated, which the hyperhydrated buff is... Okay. So it doesn't last forever. It resets every 30 seconds or so. You just have to be in the water. Interesting, interesting. Let's see if we can find something to fight in the water while we have the hyperhydrated buff activated. 247 is what it is. I mean, that's not a huge difference, really. I don't think that's much of a difference, if at all, honestly. I'm fighting 2 Helicoprians, which I mean really isn't saying... Oh, wait, they're mate boosted. So hang on, let's wait till one of these things is down, and then we'll see how much damage we do, because this is about the same we were hitting on land. Alright, so that's down. 369, that's actually quite a bit of a difference. Can we smack underwater? We cannot. We can only do the bite. Can we do the tail? We cannot. We can only do the float. Okay. Okay, so see, we lost the hyperhydrated buff. I think that might be bugged. because we're still in the water and we're not getting the hydration. I don't understand why that's not activating here, because we're clearly hydrated. And the scalding fire isn't working as well. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it to activate with mouse and keyboard once I get on land. Alright, spacebar. So it works on spacebar, but for the controller it does not work. So that's kinda insane. That is pretty nice. I like that, actually. Yeah, see, the hyper buff isn't staying active when he's in the water. So that's kind of a little bit of a bug, but... I mean, I'm assuming that's a bug. I'm assuming that wasn't intentional. But there you guys have it. That is the Hapipalus. Easily one of the greatest creatures I've ever seen. Up there on par with the Desolate Titan. If I might dare say slightly better than the Desolate Titan, because this guy's a sea and land creature, so he's multifaceted. But... I mean, this thing's kind of insane. It really does tick a lot of boxes for your average character. Like, right there, now it's staying. The hyperhydrated buff is staying. I don't know why it changes so much. But either way, that is the Hapipalus, guys. It is an insane creature. I like it. I'm hoping you guys do. Hoping you guys will give it a shot and actually test it out. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go out and try to tame a high level one and probably get some breeding going. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended. See you guys then.